voice is in sync. We may still have issues with my camera where it disconnects, then it reconnects. I just saw that happen. While I've been filming, though, it hasn't happened, so it's a little weird. It could be this thing that I use. So I use it. It's called a cam link by Elgato. Excuse me. And I don't know if it's that or if it's the HDMI cord. I might just buy a built-in one because I think I could be hitting it with my chair as well. So who knows? Anyway, Major Tendonitis, you were here first from BC. Let's see. Frederick from Texas. Yes, it's cold here as well and a freaking lot of snow. It's 16 Fahrenheit. And I don't know why my stuff's in Fahrenheit right now. It's a little weird. Jeff, good morning. Yes, I'm looking forward to the alarm sensors to be released as well. Tim, good morning. Daniel, how's it going? Lee, how's it going? Good morning from Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, we have a lot of snow. I might be able to show my... I probably can show my cameras because I don't think I have anything now because the superlink was the thing that we were waiting on. So I couldn't show my UniFi stuff because of that. Richard from Cabo San Lucas. I don't know if I said that right, but that's in Mexico. It's obviously very warm where you are right now. Kilnai, Rare Sace, Robert, how's it going? Jeff, Peter, how's it going? Mark, Jason, DH from South Africa. Yeah, I got to figure out what's going on with this camera because it will end up. We might see it flicker. It could be my chair hitting the cable. I don't know, but this is what I should buy. Elgato. What are these called again? It's not a cam link. They actually have an internal one. Excuse me. Is it the HD60? Elgato 4K. HD60. Maybe I should buy this. It's a capture card, but do I need a capture card? I don't need a capture card. That's not what I need. Anyway, it's something that will make my DSLR camera turn into a webcam. That's pretty much what I need. And I might buy an internal one. And this friggin' XSplit, I use XSplit to stream. It will not save the profile because on my voice, I have to do a delay of 300 milliseconds. It will not save it ever. So every time I shut it down, I got to bring it back up and make sure that it's set to 300. I was recording, I think it was the zone-based firewall. I did like a full section and realized the lip sync was off. It was terrible. Toxit, how's it going? Manager, how's it going? From CTUS. Yes, hit the like button. That'd be great. Thank you. Ice and falling tree branches everywhere. My road is pretty bad. Let me see if I could pop it up here to show you guys. Couple things I can't show. Let's see. Can I show this? I should be able to. Upgrade all 12 devices. Holy crap. My car is just covered in snow. I'll show you guys this one. No, I'm not, because that's going to show my license plate. Not that it matters. I mean, license plate, whatever, but... how the heck can I show this? Oh, right here. And then I'm going to turn it a bit so you guys don't see the street address. Come on, PTZ. Move over. There we go. You'll kind of get a sense of how much snow we have. It's not a crazy amount, but... Door. Okay, we're good there. So right now it's snowing. This is just a box in my driveway, and it's got a ton of snow on it, and then my car is covered. So realistically, going right now to shovel the driveway, I probably should, and we're going to have to do it like 3 or 4 times. Then the snowplow is going to come by, which kind of sucks. So that's going to be interesting. That's what I'm going to be doing after stream. I really wanted to go play some more Avowed because that game just came out, but looks like I'll be shoveling. Las Vegas 46 Fahrenheit. Wow. Rally Canuck, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning from AB. It's currently minus 28 Celsius. Holy crap. That's cold. I think we're getting a cold snap here the beginning of this week. John, hey everyone, looking to install UI Talk, and I have a few questions. Does it only run on the UDMs? No MVR. Also need to have paging for hallways. So it runs on any cloud console. You could run it on a UniFi cloud key as well, but they don't run on the UMVRs. And for paging, I haven't set up any paging before. Not yet, anyway. I think there's ways to do it, though. I wish we were in Florida right now. We were talking about that. We actually just booked a trip, so I'll talk about that as well. I wasn't really supposed to go on any trips this year, but we are, or yeah, Chantel and I are. And we'll see. There might be a few other people joining us for it. And if Ubiquity World Conference comes back, obviously I'm going to that as well. Yeah. Let's see. From Sweden, good morning. From Long Island, New York. I think we just got asked to do a job in New York. Yeah. In Ottawa, it's bad with snow. Yeah, it's terrible here. I had a couple friends or some people who were flying back into Toronto. I think it was today. It's probably delayed. It has to be delayed. Fahrenheit. That's cold. Good morning from Salt Lake City, Utah. We're at 72% snowpacked, so we need it. Maybe less forest fires. Yes. Michael, good morning. How's it going? Black Magic Design Deck Link. Magic Design Deck Link. Yeah, this is kind of something that I'm looking at, but I really like Elgato stuff. I've been using this Elgato. It could be my new computer. Maybe the drivers aren't up to date, but I did check all the drivers. But yeah. Rich, good afternoon. Mr. Jedi, Meister Jedi, Master Jedi, Black Jedi. Look at 2 Jedis in a row. Just pay a kid to shovel the snow. You know what's funny? Back in the day when I was younger, I would go around to people's houses. I'll shovel your driveway for $20, and it was the worst experience of my life. You don't see that anymore. Like, I don't see that ever. I don't mind this. I don't mind the snow, but yeah, it's becoming a little much. Like this week, we were supposed to work this weekend. Can't work because of the snow. The G5, we just installed a G5 PTZ. Did I put it here? Oh, I didn't post it here. Darn it. I posted on Twitter, but I don't really want to open up Twitter. Because you never know what's showing on that site. Let me go to my profile. Like a snippet, I guess. Let's do a snipping tool. You know what? When we were at this site and we installed this on the pole. Yes, the pole is crooked. The electricians installed the poles. They didn't mount it right. So they're going back this week to install these. But we have 8 more of these going in. This is just for a parking lot. And it was really quick. Like on my phone, when I was swiping, it was almost instant. Doing it from my keyboard here for my driveway, it seemed a little bit more laggy. But when you're on site, I don't know. It seemed fine. It seemed fine to me. The G4 Industrial, that is like real time. It's crazy how quick that is. We got 7 inches where I'm at. I forget what we're getting to, but it's a lot. Kevin, good morning. How's it going? Well, that's about what we have around here. Yeah, the roads are pretty bad right now. My brother and I have to go up to a place called Sudbury, Ontario. We're going there. Well, Thursday we're going up to Parry Sound. That's where my parents live, where my mom lives. And then because Sudbury's a 4-hour drive from where I am, my mom's halfway. So it's a 2-hour drive to my mom, and then it will be a 2-hour drive to Sudbury. And this is all for UniFi access. So what happens with UniFi access? If you pair 2 readers to one door, only one of those readers show up on the dashboard. And for some reason, the company, I don't know, they really just want all of the readers showing up on the dashboard. So the only way for us to do it is to assign the exit reader, which doesn't have a camera on it, it's just a G2. We need to assign that as its own door. And then we need to loop the 18.2 between the entry door and the exit door so that it will trigger the electronic strike. So it's like a 4-hour drive for like 20 minutes work, which is going to be interesting. Will the UniFi alarm system dispatch authorities like ring? I have no idea, so I don't know any of that stuff. I know what you guys know, and that was what was shown in the video. We'll talk about that because the alarm. This is something that I've been waiting for, and this looks really cool. Alonzo, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for the note on the consoles, Cody. For you, I talked to you or anyone else know if we can have Bell scheduled somehow. I don't think you can. I've never done it. I'm not sure. Maybe you can, but I don't think you could do that though. Almost 90 degrees next week in Phoenix. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I don't know about that. I've never done it. You might want to ask in the UniFi Talk Discord if you're a part of the UniFi Discord or in the community on this page right here. So community.ui.com. Fortnite ruined kids' work ethic. They ain't shoveling anymore. That is true. My little brother, he's trying to do streaming on TikTok. He called me. I mean, he's 20 years old. He's not that little anymore, but he called me. He's like, oh, I made $75 on TikTok. I'm like, oh no, here it goes. Is there some sort of cache for devices that I can clear as I have a UDM for network and UMVR protect? Not really. I think it's more just of a waiting game. I had the same thing where, yeah, it was showing a little weird. It will eventually clear. It should anyway. Alarm is going to be a game changer for UniFi. No other company has a better UniFi platform. I'm really hoping that it could be monitored externally. That is my biggest hope. Because if it can't, I don't know. Like, I'd want it to tie into some sort of 24/7 monitoring service. So if somebody opens the door when you set your schedule that the door shouldn't be opening after 9 p.m., that it actually triggers an alerting company and they call me. Just like a traditional alarm system. Still waiting for the return of the LED panels. The LED panels will be cool. Maybe we'll kind of go through their video. Open API is going to open a lot of doors for integrations. I hope so. The alarm system seems kind of sick, not going to lie. Also, although I hate... so the batteries, though, they should... I think they said multi-year, right? If it is truly multi-year, I don't care. I'm fine with battery. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'll go around maybe once every 2 years, swap all the batteries out, and that's it. Right? So that's not going to be crazy terrible. What else did we do? What else have we been up to? The bezel. Ooh, I just don't want to play. I don't want to play the music. I'm going to press on this. If music goes through, sorry. Oh, look it. I need a freaking... There's an update on my computer. So the story behind this, you could tell it's just sitting on a desk. And I don't know, how can I show you guys this? I think I have a picture of it somewhere here. This is in the basement of one of my main clients. So it's actually this client's place, but this is their co-working space. So that's just for the 7th floor of the building. This other network rack, this is in their parking garage, and that actually controls the majority of their building. Let me just find it here. I think I got it here somewhere. But it's a complete disaster. There's nothing, not one cable is labeled. It's a nightmare. They had something go off. Something failed. It was like a sensor. It was something for their heating and cooling system, and it failed and died. And once that died, no heat was going through the building. I'm like, I have no idea where anything is. This was all done before Jay and I got in there. So I'm like, we need to completely rip this out. We need to, I mean, it's going to take hours. It's probably going to take a week to do. This is it here. We did change it though. It's changed now a bit. It looks a little bit cleaner. But this is the network rack. The issue with this network rack, it's not big enough to have the EMBR in it because of the, the racking shelves. I forget what they call it. Anyway, it's not big enough for the EMBR, but we were pushing 8 or 9 new cameras and we were hitting the capacity of 2 stacked UNVRs. We have 2 UNVRs in here, UNVR Pros. So I'm like, you know what? We just need to leave it on the desk, let it run for now. It is what it is, but then we're going to have to rip all of this out. Where's the updated video? Updated picture. We're going to have to rip all that out, and we're going to put in the new Ubiquity rack there, but we're going to have to label oh, here we go. So that's kind of the new one. These cables are kind of strained. They probably shouldn't be going that far. All this needs to be cleaned up. This NVR is coming out. The other one's already out. And then we're going to put it in a new Ubiquity rack. This VioStar or ViaStar or whatever, that was used for their old camera system, so that will come out. And then everything at the bottom, this is their license plate reader software, and they have their own Palo Alto firewall down there. So we're going to have to literally label all these, make sure they're plugged in. I'm not so worried about this top half because that's the building stuff and whatever. I could figure that out. I'm worried more about the license plate reading. So we're going to have to make sure everything's properly labeled. And we'll do a cleanup. I think it's going to be great, especially to do a video on it. Let me see. Where was I before I started yapping? Yeah, I think it was about 2 years. We'll take a look at their video. I think they said multi-year. Can the mobile router act as a modem, allowing you to connect the gateway to a cloud gateway for a remote deployment, say on a light pole? Well, it would. You should be able to remotely connect to it. I haven't used the mobile router though. You'd have to prove the reliability from false detections before considering alarm calling authorities. That's true. Hey, Mike, what software do you use to design your network apart from UniFi design? It all depends. Like, my voice is still going through. Okay, I just saw that it wasn't showing. Anyway, Ekahau Design Center, or Ekahau AI Pro, which is a great one, but that costs a lot of money. Besides that, UniFi Design Center. But the G3 reader and the Door Mini Hub. The Mini Hub must be on the default network, otherwise it is offline. I had to make a firewall rule to allow it. Oh, nice. Interesting. Are the new phones locked or unlocked? That is a great question, and I don't know. I would assume they're unlocked. Oops, I don't want that. I would assume they're unlocked because they don't actually say... where the heck is it? Yeah, they don't say. That's weird, eh? They must be unlocked. They must not be locking phones anymore. I would assume they're unlocked phones. Let me see. Where are we? One of my UniFi viewport goes to black screen intermittently, entire screen. If you put the viewport, if I put the other, it was difficult adopting. Yeah, we had an issue with adopting one of them. This was going a couple months ago. We don't use the viewports too often, but when we do, I don't know, they're hard to adopt for some reason. Tech Talk and Unbox. Good morning. How's it going? I did look at Ajax Systems. Looks like the UniFi is the same thing. So I did look at Ajax Systems a while ago, and it was interesting because I have a couple people I follow on social media, and they use Ajax Systems. But the reason I don't think you can get it in Canada now. When I first looked at this, we weren't able to get it in Canada, so that's why I never did anything with it. It's kind of similar to what the UniFi alarm stuff's going to be. Would I use this? Maybe. But if Ubiquiti is going to do it, I'll be using Ubiquiti stuff. Even if I have to pay the Ubiquiti premium. Most of my in-home IoT devices have batteries, and I have to change them quite often, more than a year. Hate it, would love multi-year. Yes, me too. Like the sensors that I have right now, the Bluetooth sensors, they've lasted a long time. Yes, everybody say hi to Chantel. She's in chat. I'm hoping for a unified deadbolt lock this year. I don't know if they're going to come back out with one. They had something in early access a long time ago, and then they got rid of it. If I'm already tearing out walls, I might as well hardwire everything. Well, and you should still be able to wire them, right? Let's go. Hold on a sec. I gotta look at my side screen. Let me see. And if you didn't see Tom from Lawrence Systems, he did a good video, more in-depth video on the zone-based firewall. Okay, let me just bring up the videos here. Mute it. I mean, it's really cool what you could do with an alarm manager as well. This thing looks cool, leak detection, which is interesting for sure. Going back to a siren, maybe? I don't even know. We'll be able to see when they pull up these just look so cool. Like, this would be your entry and exit. This is your superlink. It looks like, I think it's a relay. Oh, here we go. It shows right here. So we have a siren, we have a glass break, which is great. The fob, I'm not too sure what the fob's for. Maybe like a panic button. But then alarm control, I don't know what that's for either. So that's something that we're going to have to figure out eventually. Then we have our smokes. Environment. The environment's just going to be like your Bluetooth ones, but it's higher end, obviously. And then we have our alarm hub. So I guess you would... I just don't know if these... Well, I have no idea what these do. But if the sensors... I wonder if they're going to allow you to either do battery or hardwire in, because they have the alarm hub. So if you're, if they have a hub, you should be able to wire it in with like your 2-pair cable. Then we have air quality, motion. I hope these aren't like super big, but motion and glass break look almost exactly the same. So it's going to be an interesting year to see what actually what's coming out for sure. Sound and video, I've been 5. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just looking. I need to switch to OBS, I think. One, it's free. It could do more, but I think it's a little bit more complex to get it up and running. They're unlocked phones. I have one. That's what I'm using here, but it's whatever they sent me. So they must be unlocked. Yes, they're available in Canada. ADI has it. Okay, cool. I might look into it. I think did I message them before? I don't know. I think it would make for a cool video if I had a place to do it. Oh, Wesco does it. Okay, Wesco's closer to me. There's one like right near me. Todd, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Ubiquity is really cringing out on their naming schemes recently. Which do you mean? Are you talking about like their Pro Max HD type switches and stuff like that? Super excited about the new superlink stuff. I am too. I will be changing this whole place with it for sure. I don't know if they'll do Home Assistant. Well, there must be some. I don't know. We'll see. Home Assistant integration. I've just started getting into Home Assistant, and the only thing it really does for me right now is these lights, and my thumbprint to open my door. Did they not? Oh yeah, they do have a siren there. Good. Some of these point to consumer alarm systems and other point to industrial. I think it's going to be more towards commercial. The G5 PTZ does not have auto patrol. You could set it to do you'd set it to do person tracking. That's how I have mine on. And then I have other stationary cameras on my house. Can't wait to replace my Google Nest with the UniFi smoke detectors. Hey Cody, will you swap? Yes, I will end up. Well, if the one thing you need to make sure is if they're like listed, like certified, right? You want to make sure they're certified, especially for like insurance and stuff like that. But I assume they will be. But I will switch them out for sure. Also, I would think that it would do carbon as well, carbon monoxide. I'd hope anyway. Can access the best price. Okay, I might actually just reach out to Ajax and see if they want to send me some stuff to do a video on. Is there a way to add a camera manually? Are you talking about like a third-party camera, or are you talking about UniFi Protect? I don't think all UniFi phones are. No, so if you go back to their G2 line. Oh, wait. Maybe they are. Huh. I wonder if they got rid of the lock phones. I wonder if they must have got rid of the lock phones. And well, they did, because look at the prices. You only could buy them for $199 now. I think before they were like $79. And then I guarantee the reason for that is because they had so many returns, people not understanding the difference between locked and unlocked. That would be my guess anyway. Yes, hit the like button. Appreciate it. What are we at? Got 159 people here and only 33 likes. Commercial for sure, yeah. It's going to be interesting to do. Like, I'll end up deploying it at quite a few places. UniFi will need a CO monitor and alarm monitoring for residential insurers. Yes. With Home Assistant, make either the lights or the light switch smart, not both. I don't even know what these lights are. Those ones are Philip Hue, I think. And then I got this other red light down there that is Govee, but I haven't integrated that yet. Can you use third-party phones with UniFi Talk? Yes, you can. Right now, with that co-working space I was showing you, they also have a coffee shop in that co-working space. It's a different business. And we put so their main desk has a UniFi Talk phone, and then in the coffee shop, they have a GrandStream wireless phone. All running on UniFi Talk. Question about media converter power. You could ask. I may not be able to answer it, but you could ask. And maybe somebody in chat will. Either third-party cameras or UniFi cameras. I'm using a UMR industrial for a remote site, but Protect never does automatically detect. I could ping the camera. You could log into the camera and then you could give it the IP of the UMVR, and then it should pick it up. I forget what the passwords are for the camera, though. I think it's just root and then root, maybe? Sorry, English only. I don't understand any other language. UniFi needs wireless deadbolt for condo. You know who... Well, again, at this co-working space. They have this. This is what they're using on their actual doors. And it works decent. Let's try to find... products. I think it's this one. Heck. Oh. This might not be the exact model, but it is Salto that they're using there. It doesn't need to be high-end security, stuff like that. It's just to rent these rooms out. So it works pretty good, and they're building their own app so that what happens when you book an hour of this co-working space, you get an hour of Wi-Fi, and then you get into whatever room you're allowed to or whatever that you book. They also have a podcast room, so it would let you in there. And they have some relaxation room. They went all out. I think I might do a separate video just explaining this whole building because the building is actually really cool. Who decides to name entry products as Ultra? I don't. Yeah, that they're copying Apple, the whole Pro Max thing. Well, the CEO came from Apple, so it's not a surprise. And if you look at their packaging and stuff like that, it's very Apple-like. Do you know the maximum length for the gate hub output relay dry cable to the bidirectional? I do not know. We're actually going to be doing a gate at a residential place, which will be filmed coming up soon. I don't know if it shows on here though, but it's really cool. Like these things where you could just do 2 wire out and then you could power up by PoE. I don't know if it shows under here. Power method without PoE. Oh, here we go. It shows right here. Oh, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's got to be further than 100 meters, though, you would think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll let you know because we're about to do it. I don't know French. I failed French class. They had pity on me because I had like a 48% in the class and they just bumped me up to 50. As there are different ratings, I was trying to power my viewport to test it and it did not light up. Oh, you're not talking about media power converter. You're talking about PoE. Yes, there is difference. With the... what am I thinking of? Viewport. With the viewport, you need... Well, you just need basic PoE. So most of their switches have just PoE. You'd have to see what you're using and what the actual power output is. How many UniFi teams do you have that you can't tell? How many UniFi items? Honestly, I don't think I have a crazy amount. Some of them aren't ever getting released, so I will never be able to talk about those. I have a couple, maybe. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Like I have the ECS switch, I have the 100 gig switches, I have the E7. I don't have the campus. But they want us to show it more on site instead of doing it in our room, which is cool. But it's hard to find people at that scale to do videos on. I'm just trying to think what else. It would be good to be able to do the MC lag and stuff like that in my office just to show you guys how it works. They should just work along with Salto. Nah, yeah, I don't know. Other access control platforms with Salto as well. Ubiquiti should work on integrating. Ubiquiti's done decently with integrating now, where they're allowing third-party cameras, third-party phones. But yeah, I do get it. The non-English above just says hello. Oh, does it? Oh, hello. Hello to you. I don't know what language that is, but hello. How do you guys know this? Did you just copy and paste? You know what would be nice if YouTube had like a translate button. I think that would be perfect. And they should be able to do that with AI. Salto is great though. We had a lot of fun with UniFi Net and Salto door access. Yeah, so that's what we're using. All Ubiquiti there and then all Salto. Can a tripwire on a Protect camera trigger to open a gate. Maybe? Let me see. Alarm manager. I don't know if I have a tripwire set up. Activity line crossing. Oh, you know, I'm not going to be able to do it because I don't have any UniFi access set up. You might be able to do. I don't see why you couldn't do it. Wait. You should be able to do it because I set it up so at customers, I was just testing it, where you cross the line and it unlocks the door. So it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the exact same thing. Google Translate, yes. They should integrate Google Translate into YouTube. I mean, shoot, they own it. I was trying to connect it through a fiber connection. Well, the media converter, all the media converter is doing is translating the fiber to copper, right? It's not giving PoE power out. From the media converter, you're going to have to plug that into a switch to give you internet access, and then you'll have to plug your viewport into that switch as well. I have not. I'm actually going to be probably bringing the 42U rack to a customer's. Although I want it, I think they want to see it more in deployment instead of just in my basement. So, and I get it, and it's going to be very difficult to get to my basement. So it's in the garage right now. Hopefully we'll have some smart home stuff too, light switches, smart outlets, door locks, in addition to security sensors. Use smart things and would love, yeah. Well, Ubiquiti had a couple, like, I don't even know if they're selling it anymore. Smart plug? Unless they're doing like a redesign of it. Yeah, these are just chimes now. They used to have, like, I have a power bar back there. It's that 8-port power bar. That's a smart power bar that you could, you know, flip the power switch. It's kind of like the PDU Pro, but in a small unit. It was Japanese. Gotcha. Yeah, let's hit the like button. Let's try to get up to 100 likes. It does help out. We're at 172 people and 61 likes. Bonjour. See, I could kind of say that. I may be going to Montreal as well. I forget why I was going there. I think I needed to do a job for somebody. Did that and didn't work. Okay, well, I'm not too sure. You could send me an email, and I'll see. Right click on the floor and does it actually do that? Oh my gosh, it does. Oh my gosh, it does. Okay. Well, they need to do it automatically because I don't want to click on the name. Although we don't have that many non-English speaking people who type into the chat. Is there a way to pen test your UniFi network to ensure security? Well, you'd have to get a pen tester to do it. Yeah, of course there would be. Ubiquiti has one of the best bug bounty programs going, and there's a lot of people who are testing all their stuff all the time. The smart plugs at the beginning didn't work the best. I remember I had it plugged into my modem, and it rebooted my modem because it was thinking that there was no internet access. So it would reboot the modem like every 5 minutes. I had to take it out. Hello from Quebec. I've never been to Quebec, actually. I was thinking Ottawa. I've been to Ottawa. Who are you talking to, Chantel? Anyway. This smart plug was terrible. Mine kept disconnecting whatever I wanted. Waste of $20. I could see it being decent for just power cycling, not actually using for your modem. Salto training is up in Montreal. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting into Salto. It would be cool, but yeah. I wish I could use UniFi access with my garage door opener, but the newer Chamberlain units, so their buttons are smart. That's not good. I didn't think I could use it for mine either. I tried using it, but this was going on the old hub, and I think the old hub I was using was dead. The reason I say that, there's been this one hub that would never unlock. There's something with the pinouts for the 12-volt 1 amp. And I think I was trying to use that with my garage door, and I don't think any of the pinouts work. Oh, no worries, Jason. All good. Is there going to be a UniFi World Conference 2025? I really hope so, because I have a lot of fun at those. And wherever it is in North America, I will be going. I'd assume they're going to do it because a lot of people like them, It gave insight to what's coming in the roadmap. And it just gave you, to meet up with different people like myself or Lawrence Systems. Crosstalk was at the one in Miami. Tom was at the one in Chicago as well. So they did 2 last year in the States, Miami and Chicago, and I went to both. And I will continue going to them because it's awesome. It's great meeting everybody as well. Cody, are you going to Canada? I don't even know what that is. Probably not, though. I don't go to a lot of these events or trade shows. Let me just see. Canadian Security Association. I guess that's what it is. Probably not. No. Does UniFi have a Mocha device? Do they have a Mocha device? Didn't they just come out with something? It's not Mocha, but I thought they just came out with something. I'm probably thinking wrong. I think it's where it takes your, yeah, that would be Mocha. Taking your coax and going to Ethernet, right? Pretty sure they came out with something. They came out with a couple new things. It wasn't this one, was it? This is weird. This one right here. An AC adapter with integrated PoE enabling the UniFi Cloud Gateway device to support PoE output on a single port. I don't know why you do this. Why wouldn't you just use the power brick? I don't know. Anyway, because for me, this looks uglier, but I guess if you're doing, I don't know. There's a PoE out. I guess that's the big thing about it. Where was this other thing? Was it this one? Was it the extender? And then they had, yeah. Would this kind of be considered like Mocha? I guess, but I think this only does 100 meg. So that's the problem with it. So it's, you're going coax and then you could do like PoE going out. But I'm pretty sure it only does 100 meg on here. Yeah, it only does 100 meg. So you have to look for something a little bit different. I use Chamberlain on 2.4 gigahertz. We don't have our, I don't even know if ours are smart. It just came with the house. How can you set up a third party like Grandstream Phone with UniFi Talk on a Dream Machine? I have a video on it, actually. I just show UniFi though. I don't show any other, or sorry, I just show Grandstream, not like Yealink or anything like that. Oh, it was a 2024 video that I did. Oh god, I don't want to hear my voice. I don't want to hear my voice. So where is the marker? Add third party. Okay. Pause. Let me share this. We'll share it at timestamp copy. There you go. That is the video to the UniFi Talk, and that should bring you to the correct timestamp for the third party phone. Any insight info on when UI will allow more than one camera on the A port or AI port? I have no info on that. I was hoping it was going to be sooner than later, but they still don't have it. What cost? I'm not too sure what you're referring to there. I tried just a regular button, but nothing happens. Each button unit is 2 wire. Oh, interesting. Not Mocha, but coax. Okay, gotcha. A security trade for Canada Small UniFi showing was there last year. Oh, really? Well, then I'll go. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll have to look into when the dates are. I bought a lot of Ubiquity products after watching your videos. Sorry, not good at English. That was probably way better than the English that I type. And that's my first language. It's only have one power port. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense, I guess. I appreciate all the videos that you released. They have been really helpful. Thank you. I appreciate you watching. That is very kind. I'm not too sure what it's running. A lot of people are saying it's LoRaWAN protocol, but and hopefully I don't even know if I pronounced that right, but I don't have any insight on that. I'd love a Ubiquity transceiver GPON fiber SC to APC, 10 gig single mode. It would be nice if they came out with more. They do have a lot in the UISP line. If you need more, the AI key just gives you like facial recognition, and it does other stuff. It does like transcriptions and stuff like that. Oh, the trade shows I go to. Well, the UniFi one is free, and that's really the only one I go to. So it's free. You just need to sign up to it and then pay for your airfare or whatever. Like we had to fly there. We stayed in Miami for 5 days. The event's only like 6 hours or something like that. Same with Chicago. We stayed there for 2 days, and then probably should have stayed longer because we didn't get to see a lot about Chicago. Yeah, but the Ubiquiti ones, they're free. Do you remember when UniFi had the LED office lights? Yep. I don't know if they're going to make those. So they showed it in a Connect video. This is going back a couple years ago where they had the pot lights and then they had the LED panels, like just your traditional LED panels that you see in an office. I don't know if they're going to make them. It would be really cool if they did. They probably do have 10. They do have some sorts. I'm not exactly sure all what they have though. I'm following since I got the UDM Pro, and it's so enjoyable how good your networking technician skills. So in this video is something special about Firewall setting like alerts. In the video I just posted, that was about UniFi Talk, so that's a little bit different. That has nothing to do with the firewall. But I did just post a video about zone-based firewall. And it just goes over how the new firewall looks, which is... How the heck do I share this? This is the zone-based firewall. A lot of people are wanting me to do a video from scratch, but I showed that in the video, so I don't really understand what people are getting at. I think they want me to do a full new UniFi 2025 build video where I set up the networks, I set up the Wi-Fi, we go through the security, we do our VLAN, or we do our firewall rules. I think that's what they're asking for, maybe. Oh, no worries about your English. You're all good. You're all good. I gotta watch out when using things in older buildings with older coax cabling, sending PoE. Almost burned down a building. Whoa. Like we try to rerun new cables for everything anyway. Superlink might be problematic in Europe because of a different radio frequency. Well, they'll just have to go by the standards that Europe uses. It's the same thing with their access points as well, because there's some channels you guys can't use. Oh, no worries if you're late. All good. All good. I still want a thermostat as well. I think that would be really cool. I bought the last remaining stock of the LED panels about 2 years ago from B&H Photo. Set them in the basin and the shed. The manual migration was a pain. I would assume that if they end up coming out with some sort of new light system, it's going to be easy. Like you're adopting your pot lights and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what the coax thing is. The retrofit. Yep. The problem with doing firewall videos, your network is different than my network, right? So we're going to have different things that we're looking to get configured. Config question on Bell. Do you have advanced DMZ or PPPO? I'm just in double NAT right now. I haven't done anything with it. I probably will run a fiber directly to it though eventually. Wanted to pick your brain. My work's VPN keeps disconnecting. Interesting. I'm not too sure what you could change on that to keep, like it could be on your work side that's doing that. I've watched at least 4 different creators' videos on zone-based firewalls. It's very confusing. Hopefully we'll get clearer over time. I find it easier now. The old way, I like it still because I'm so used to it. I've been doing it for years. LAN in, LAN out, LAN local, internet, you know, all that stuff. This does make it a little easier though. Thanks for the zone-based firewall. I used it on the weekend to update the using. Yeah, it's easy. Once you wrap your head around how it works, is once you have a zone created, then you create a network. You could just put that network in whatever zone you want for your security policies. And it does make it a little easier than having to rewrite a bunch of different rules. Lars has a video on the UniFi LED. I haven't seen that. I might go check it out. Like their PDU, correct. I guess they never came out with the PDU there. What else we were going to talk about today? I mean, I've just kind of... It was just... I just put something in the title and then we just talk about whatever. What's new? What's new? AI key. I grabbed my AI key back from the customers that I did the video for, so I'm going to end up putting that back in my house. They wouldn't use it anyway, and they don't. they rarely ever even go onto the UniFi Protect system. When they want something, they usually call me up and ask me to check on their videos. With the LED lights, the only thing that slowed me down on buying them is that I would need to control them using a different app. Yeah, it would be nice if everything kind of just combined. That's a good question. I've actually never used Tailscale, but I've seen, I haven't watched anybody's videos, but I've seen like Crosstalk and Tom and everybody put videos out about it, and I've never used it. I guess it would be cool because a lot of people do use it to see it integrated with UniFi. Zone-based firewall is much easier after playing with it for a while. UniFi making improvements from its initial release. There are some things coming out. There's one thing coming out that, I mean, it's going to make some people happy, so it's kind of cool. I haven't tried it yet. Have you talked about the new rack? So I haven't set up my rack, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be bringing it to customers. But they are cool. They're expensive. But they come fully assembled, and they're huge, and it's 450 pounds. It's 450 pounds in the box. I wonder if this is big enough for... the EMVR. You know what? This probably isn't big enough for the EMVR either, is it? This is what I was initially thinking in that network room, just put a wall mount up, but we're just going to do the full-size rack. They're nice looking racks, though, for sure. After upgrading to zone-based, deleted all custom rules and start over. Well, that's kind of what I did, yeah. Oh, it's not available on the lights. Interesting. I didn't know that. I don't need double dot, just WAN to PP and put in your account. Yeah, so I've done that before. I mean, we've done the PPPoE as well. Yes, they stopped selling those quite a while ago, the LED panels. Network administrator, I have the UniFi system in several companies. Is it possible for each company to grant me network management access so that I can have everything on one account? Yes, absolutely. All they need to do is add your account as an admin through your Ubiquity single sign-on, and then it's all done under unifi.ui.com. You could have 200, 300 sites under there. I want to use zone-based firewall stuff, but I need time to find a time no one's home to do it. Yes. Well, when you migrate over, it should still just work how you have it set up already. It should. It may break things, but hopefully it doesn't. So I ended up getting my car repaired. So if people didn't know, my engine died in my car. I drive a 2015 or 2016 Hyundai Elantra, and I've used the crap out of it, just throwing ladders in it, boxes of cables. And at the time, I was going to just get a new truck and whatever. And then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to pay $4,000, get a used engine put in, use it for another couple years, save up cash, and then buy a truck right out. So I haven't got a truck yet. But my brother works with me, so we use his truck anyway, for the most part. Optimum Cable in New York puts up a fight against you if you want to use your own modem. Yeah, so sometimes companies do that. Bell does do that as well. It does come with the thermostat. Yeah. The rack that I have, it's still in the box right now because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. If I bring it to customers, I'm going to have to pay $500 to get it shipped there, which is not fun. Happen. Any ideas why the UniFi Express is so far behind the other gateways? I'm not sure about that. I haven't used the Express. I think I have an Express. I think I just put an Express at my dad's house, actually. I mean, let's take a look. I think that's what I used for his house. Oh, no, I didn't. Wait. Oh. Oh, no, I put something else there. But anyway. What did I put? The light. No, it's a UniFi Express. I put it at my dad's. I used it when we were in Hawaii, and I thought it worked well, but I don't know why it's so far behind. They need to bring back the small 7-inch UC displays for multi-zone audio control. Yes, that actually they showed something in this video. I don't know if it's an updated. Let's see. Intercom viewer, maybe? Let's see. Let's try to find, let's pick out some things. You sense environment, you sense motion, smoke, glass break. Okay. That's kind of cool. Okay. Low latency. Multi-year battery life. Like, is this new? And this is what I like. It says tap to arm. We have live view. Live view. So this must just be the intercom viewer. I would assume. What is it? Updated. Oh yeah, it's updated. They got like a little slit or something on the top of it. Whatever that is. Cool. They're probably going to name it something else. Or it's like intercom viewer Gen 2 or something like that. Yeah, I'm glad I got it fixed too. I needed it for work. Because at that point, my brother was working for somebody else. And yeah, I needed it. For the EFG, why would I buy a high availability pair rather than a single unit? Is there any advantage? Well, high availability, that's the advantage. So if your main unit dies, it just fails over instantly. Like, do they sell it in a bundle or something like that? Oh, they do. But it's the same price. So it doesn't really matter. There's no benefit. I mean, it's just a high availability pair. You're just buying 2 units in case one fails. That's the only reason. When we deploy these, we'll do them in high availability pairs for sure. Unless the customer doesn't want it, but most of the time the customer's like, okay, another $2,000 isn't that much for business anyway. Tail scale is cool, easy, and use Apple TV as an exit note and to other access on the oh, nice. I might do that on my second channel. I have another channel that I might do it on. I haven't uploaded a video on it in a little while. I thought you used the Express. I did use the Express when I traveled, once in a while, but the thing with the Express, it doesn't allow you to do, what doesn't allow you to do? Like bridge the wireless. So if there's no Ethernet ports within your hotel room, you're out of luck. So I have the GLI net. I think GLI net, I think that's what, or not BLI net. GLI net, Barrel AX, I think that's what I have. So I did a video on this as well. I think this is the one I have. This is the one I brought with me to Jamaica. And it worked well as well. So if Ubiquiti came out with something that allows you to do the wireless bridging, it would be great for a travel router. But that's the thing that it's missing right now. In Canada, the shipping is going to be pricey, brutal, way cheaper option. Do you use Phantom cables? Phantom cables. What the heck are they? Phantom. I don't think that's Phantom cables. Yeah, Phantom cables is Infinite cables, I believe. Are they? Oh, maybe they aren't. Well, with Ubiquiti, if you order more than, what is it, $799 or something like that, the shipping's free in Canada anyways. But I use TDL Canada for cable. We'll use Ubiquiti for cable as well, though. Do you have any guitar stuff that is rack mountable? If so, try it in the UniFi rack. I don't have any guitar stuff that's rack mountable. Most of my stuff is like desktop stands. What do I have actually? This is my audio interface. I forget which one it is. It's a Focusrite. Like what I'm using, it's just a Focusrite audio interface. Plug my guitar in it, my mics, whatever. And upstairs, like what I'm using right now is a Go XLR, but none of it's rack mountable. I probably could get a rack mountable Focusrite though. Superlink is not listed under new stuff on Ubiquiti Store. Need to use to, yeah, I don't know why they don't have it there. Like, and where would it be? It'd be under camera stuff, I guess. Related add-ons. Oh, what is that? I haven't seen this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of neat. Let's see. Oh, it's not even listed under there. Interesting. Oh, it's probably special devices. Yeah, there it is. Under special devices. Have you used the DisplayCast Pro? I have not. No, I have not. We haven't done a lot with the UniFi Connect line, surprisingly. That's like our least consulted service that we've ever done. Yeah, GLI, that's great. Barrel is, yeah, it works awesome. It works awesome. Speaking of going away, we are going here. The Bahamas. I haven't really looked at this place, but we just booked yesterday. I don't even know who this person is. Anyway, we're going there sometime in May, so that's going to be cool. We were going to go back to Atlantis, but we've already been to Atlantis, so we might as well see what this is about. The problem with these places and going to the Bahamas, everything you have to pay for. I mean, there might be one resort. I think the Rio is all-inclusive, but it's going to be cool. It'll be interesting to see the difference between this and Atlantis. And Atlantis was amazing. And you have like the sharks and the aquariums and stuff like that. But yeah, it'll be nice to get out of the snow. Oh, they have a lazy river. That's going to be sweet. So you got to pay for all your food and drinks, literally everything. So it's going to be probably a little pricey. Oh, the resale side, that's what it is. So I use Infinite cables. And they work well. Bridge Wi-Fi and Bridge WireGuard tunnel back to home. Yes. Some flexible Cat6a. I have no idea. If you go to Phantom Cable site and register, it's cheaper. It's their direct. Oh, I didn't know that. I've been using Infinite cables, and I never get discounts on that. UniFi been slacking with their merch. They used to have more selection on shirts. Yes, I remember my favorite shirt doesn't fit me anymore. Probably should go back to the gym, but hey, where do we even see their merch? I don't even know where you find their merch. At the bottom? Oh, right here. The sweater's decent. I find the strings on the sweater are way too long. It's insanely long. The hat, I like the hat. I'm wearing it right now, obviously. The t-shirts I do like, but I find because it's stitched that when you dry it, it starts to kind of wrinkle and close into itself. And the beanie's good. It's just huge. I have this somewhere. I don't even know where I put it. Hopefully I could find it today to shovel the snow. But they used to have like a bunch of blue shirts, and I have one color of each one of their old hats. But how many UniFi Talk installs have you done? We've done a lot of UniFi Talk installs. So not physically. I do a lot more remote consultations for that stuff. I don't even know how many. A ton of them. I think it works great. I think there's a place for it, and like in dentist offices and stuff like that, it works very well. So I want to publicly host things. Host some things at my house, running a service I'm working on. I was thinking about getting a second UniFi gateway specifically for these devices and double NAT it, but not sure if that is wise. So if you're trying to publicly host it, it's going to be hard because if you're going to be opening ports towards it, right? So then you're going to have to do a bunch of port forwards because you're double NATing yourself. You should just be able to throw it into your DMZ. Love the Rio in Aruba. Yeah, we still have Sunwing credit because when we were supposed to go to Costa Rica, there's a big disaster, not disaster, but their airport got ruined. So we were supposed to go there. So we still have credit from Sunwing that we have to use within a year. We'll either go back to Jamaica or go to Costa Rica, but that's going to be after the Bahamas. Time to head towards Chicago. Have a good day. Hopefully it's not too bad for you. Oh, I did get my YouTube plaque. I think that's what you mean. I haven't hung it up though. I probably should. Let me see. Where can I find it? It's probably under my Instagram. It's small. The plaques, they started they changed the size of them. Yeah. So that's cool. Now I got to wait till I got to wait to hit 1 million before I get another one. Actually, this person here, he's Pan the Organizer. He's got 1 million subs. I think he just hit 1 million subs. But yeah, it's small, but I'm going to end up putting it somewhere here. Yeah, I want to make some more Lego today too. I kind of want to do Lego builds. We'll see. The plates are game changers for pre-wiring commercial settings. You can do one gang location drywallers hide. Yeah, I didn't even know that they came out with those. Like, that is actually really nice. Because we're going to be doing... Where was that again? We're going to be working at a house that might need this. Like, what is it, though? Oh, it's just this gang mount box. But does it come with those? Oh, yeah. I guess you can't use it with the doorbell, can you? Because that's where we needed it. No, you can't. Darn it. Darn it. They might have something for... Oh, I think they do have something for the doorbells, don't they? Oh, right here. Yeah, we're going to need that because they actually cut out a single gang box. And this person that we're going... Actually, this one's going to be filmed. We'll end up getting that. Aruba would be nice. Maybe one day. Yeah, I still use vertical cable keystones. Yep. And the one punch tool or eye punch tool, whatever they call it. What for gateway do you advise for network and protect with Max 3 cameras? UDM Pro, Cloud Gateway Max, or Cloud Key Plus? Well, the Cloud Key Plus only runs the applications on it. It doesn't give you any of the firewall. I would probably go with the UDM Pro, and the only it's hard. That's a hard one to say. Because yes, you could run this with 3 cameras for sure. But you're using an M2 drive, which probably isn't the best for video surveillance. So I probably, that's with the 2 terabyte. I probably would go with the UDM Pro and then just buy like an 8 terabyte hard drive or something like that. Oh my gosh, you're heading out of Chicago back to Iowa. Well, that's fun. I'm sure it's snowing there just as bad as here. You're viewing from Aruba. Oh, you know what? I don't think I've ever actually looked there to go on vacation. 1 million subs. Here we go. Yeah, that's going to take another 20 years. That's okay. That's okay. Cody, show the cameras to the weather. I got to be careful with what I show. Give me a sec here. Let me see. Why is that showing offline? It's online. Weird. It's online. I'm using it right now. Is my license plate covered up now? Oh, it is. Not really, actually. Is it? No. I'm just trying to find a good picture of the snow. It's hard to... Well, here, I'll show you the backyard. High quality. And apparently all my devices need to be updated. Uh-oh. I hope we don't crash here. There we go. It doesn't actually look like it's super, snowing a lot, but there's a freaking ton of snow. You can see one of the G4 bullets. This camera actually hasn't been working properly for a while. I think I never tested the cable, and it's been like intermittent and it freezes and stuff like that. So I think I need to re-terminate it, which is fine. Chantel was out here this morning trying to shovel path because we have bird feeders and she wanted to feed the birds, but it's going a little nuts. I'm going to have to start shoveling a bit, I guess, today. But we will stay on here a little bit longer because I'm not even done my first coffee. Well, I've had 3 coffees, but... do you VLAN the Talk Network? I don't VLAN the Talk Network because they don't recommend it. I used to, and then they don't recommend it, so I haven't for a while. But quality of service, most people's internet is so good you don't even need to put quality of service. But I mean, you could if you wanted. I personally don't unless we're having issues. Use the GLI net routers are great. My son uses them to connect back home. Yeah, they are awesome. If it's for cameras only, then you could go with the Cloud Key Plus. Does anyone have experience with monoprice snagless cables? I do not. For door access battery backup, are you doing power backup UPS RPS? So the UPS RPS isn't a battery backup. And a lot of people get this confused. This is only a redundant power supply. That's it. It just gives you, if your power goes out, this is going out as well. So it's not actually a UPS at all. We're doing 12-volt batteries, and it's wired in actually 36 volts. I believe that's what they do. Because we put in, this is what we put in for the majority of our installs. And I believe the backup power, I thought it was 36 volts. Oh no, it's 32. Okay, so maybe we do 48. Maybe we do 48. Wait a minute. I thought it was 36 that they had it on there. I think they had 3. Well, when I questioned them about it before, we were putting 3 12 volt. I guess you could go up to 48 now. Yeah, I showed the backyard. Yep. When I hear Aruba, first thing I think of is network equipment. Yeah, I did videos on the Aruba instant on a long while ago. They work okay. You know what? I should probably get out of my cameras. Yeah, it's a lot of snow. Getting a lot of snow. I'm hoping that it goes away because that 4-hour drive, we definitely don't want, and we're heading north. So we don't want it to snow when we're doing that. Well, that's what I was thinking. They ended up coming out with keystones, but they should have came out with a tool. But then I guess I get, well, this is kind of cool for some people. Or you could just use a coupler and then use a short little cable, but that's kind of interesting. Here's their keystones, but I think they're toolless. But you have to trim the end. So this is going to take a lot longer to install. So you use this little wire thing, which I never use. You put your conductors through the cap. You fold it out into the positions. You cut them, and then you crimp it in. I just find that that's going to take way longer than what it would for me to do a keystone with vertical cables and do one crimp. I don't know. That's just me. But I haven't used these either, and I think these ones are Cat 6A, the ones I picked up. Or, no, those are Cat 6. Interesting. You could do mission critical. Yeah. You could do mission critical. What do you prefer? What is your opinion for camera storage? Because the UCG Max had NVMe. I would prefer the Pro with the 3.5 because it's the Western Digital purples. Those are meant for camera security. How do you prevent the cold from coming inside your home from the catio? So the catio, the cats aren't going in the catio right now. They would never. So it's kind of, the window's just shut. That's it. It's just like it's a normal window. We just slide open and shut. We attach the catio to it. So it used to be in the middle of our lawn and we'd have to carry them and bring them out, but they don't go outside in the winter. We'll probably end up having to get a new catio in the summer though, because it's starting to tilt a little bit. That's a lot of snow. We're looking at that kind of snow here in the Mid-Atlantic states Wednesday and Thursday. Oof. I don't mind it if I'm not driving, which I'm not. I'm not driving tomorrow either. Tomorrow is a full day. It's actually a holiday here in Canada, family day, and tomorrow is going to be a full day of filming videos. When will Ubiquiti or UniFi actually build a conventional UPS that will send an alarm to shut down the network when approach low charge? I don't know, but that would be cool if they did. I'm doing a new build project and doing unified door access for the first time. 3 doors. Think I'm just going to use the mini hubs. The mini hubs work great. We just installed a mini hub for 1 door. These are, I mean, you could lock them up in a lockbox. You could put them above the door. We typically have them still in the network room, but at the job we just did, they had like an attic space and we put it above in the attic space, ran the 2 conductor down to the electric strike. Yeah, it worked great. And then a door position switch as well. Can you lock an AP to a specific segregated network on the core switch? Lock an AP? Yes, you just tag it with the VLAN that you want it to be on. I have a USW aggregation switch, but I need more than 8 ports. Can I connect 2 AWS aggregation switches together? Yeah, why not? I don't see why you couldn't. I have this one in my rack right now. I have the enterprise, or not the enterprise one. I have this one in my rack, but I do also have 2 of these. So I probably should put this. Those are expensive. I probably should start using them. So, but I don't have anything that's 100 gig. But yeah, you could put 2. They don't do layer 3, but I mean, that would be fine. Probably if it's a home network, I think it's okay. Maxi from Germany, how's it going? What's your take on the door hub mini? Did UniFi send me one? UniFi, Ubiquiti did they send me one? They did send me one, and I bought a couple of them. I think it's great. I think it works awesome. If you're only using like single door, why wouldn't you use that? If this is the only outputs that you need on it, I forget what outputs it has. If you need an exit request, a terminal, like a lock or 12 volt terminal for your lock, and an input for position. If that's all you need, that's perfect. Because the exit request, you could also put a motion sensor like a request to exit, but you just have to power it externally. They're very easy to use, and they come with a DIN mount, and it's awesome. Should this work? AC outlet to PoE injector. Yeah. The flex switch. UniFi camera and smart things. Device Bridge Pro. Yeah, I don't see why that wouldn't work. So you're going to be getting your network from the Device Bridge Pro. So it should work, yeah. I agree, UniFi needs an integrated UPS solution. That would be cool. UniFi has their new enclosures for... Oh, yeah, that's what we didn't look at. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Let's just type in enclosure. They are a little expensive, but they also do, and I think they're only rated IP55, but they do the gate hub, the door hub, the USW Flex. They do your switches, the door mini hub. I don't know if I put a door mini hub in here. It's just a huge box for a little mini hub, but you'd see. Like, they do come out with a lot. You know what I was saying to them? And I mentioned this on, I think it was on Twitter. They should build one of these with a built-in access reader. So you swipe or you put your fob on it, and then it unlocks the box. I think that would be amazing. I mean, I'd pay $500 for that. Maybe not $500, but put an Ultra, and the lock actually mechanism retracts, or however they do the locking for it. I think that would be amazing. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think it is only IP55. What is IP55? IP55. Agree. I don't want a whole big spiel on it. I just want to know what it does. All right. IP55. Oh gosh, that is way too small of writing for my eyes. So limited protection from dust in low pressure water jets from any direction. I think it would be okay for outside. I don't know. We'll end up putting them outside, and we'll test them out. Whatever. Well, I'll be the guinea pig. I don't care. Oh, you could do like yeah, that's true. You could do, but if you're doing the mini hubs, most of the time you're going to be putting it above the doors. But I guess you could put this in a central location where the cabling's not too far. That would be cool if they had. I did say that too, to put it onto the racks. Like, that would be awesome. The thing with these racks, though, like, you could integrate it, but it's glass front panels anyway, so if somebody really wanted in it, they could just break through it. I think it's tempered glass. They'd have to do it on the sides as well, because those sides, you just click it in and the side panels come off. Let's see. Where was I? I have 2 aggregation switches, one linked to all the switches in the house, and a link to one at the bottom of the man cave, which has... Oh, nice. Yeah, I really like that aggregation switch is priced really well for what it is. Any recommendations for drop tile cable accessories? I'm feeding like 20 cables to a rack and don't just want a hole. You'd get like these grommets. I mean, yeah, you could get like grommets. They're not grommets, but they're just like rings that you put in the drop ceiling. It's just like circle rings. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't have a link though. But you could get like tile rings for them, I guess. Salto and HID have a rack cabinet lock. You can just replace. Oh, nice. For less than 500. No, but we're giving Ubiquiti all the money, right? We need the Ubiquiti stock to pump pump back up. Well, ask your questions. I'll stay on here a little bit longer. We've been going for an hour and 15. Is there anything else in this video that shows? So that's the sensor. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. That's what I was asking about. What can this button do, the fob? So we could see here that number 1, it arms it. Number 2 is panic. Number 3 is night mode. Number 4 has nothing. The left side is, oh, this is really cool. Oh my God, this is awesome. Open gate. So what you could do now, if you're in your car and you have a gate opener, you could just click the left button and it's like a remote that opens the gate. And then the right plays the sirens. And these are all going to be programmable. That is really freaking cool. I didn't see that before. I don't know if Ubiquiti will make a 16-port aggregation. Probably not. Oh, they do have a raceway, don't they? Do they? I don't know if they have a raceway. Oh, they have this. Well, but this isn't for drop ceiling though anyway. This is like wire mold on a wall. I'm not too sure about that whole thing, and I try to stay out of politics, but hopefully not, because like that's where like my quotes right now can't stay valid too long because we have no idea if it's going to hit. I sure hope they make a new PoE light and it doesn't die with the floodlight. Yes, PoE lights would be nice. This actually really has me excited, this Ubiquiti fob. I don't want to take a screenshot of that and tweet it out. Arm panic. Like, that is freaking awesome. Arm disarm. Alarm off. Let's see if we missed anything else. I don't think we did. I think that should be it. Mine isn't even hooked up right now. I took it off my wall. I forget why. Oh, because I'm doing a video on this. And I need to get some B-roll. So this is just the, what is this? The USW Flex 2.58 PoE. It's a really nice switch. It has a combo PoE ++++ input, and that's 10 gig. And we have a SFP plus. Now, what powers up PoE +++? Well, this switch. And I do have it. And I'm hoping I could show it in the video. Just for, where's the ESC? I think I have this one. I don't know if I got the 48 or the 24. I'm going to check after live stream. But this has PoE +++ on all the ports, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, that's all you could do. We just got to wait to see what happens, and hopefully it doesn't increase. So somebody in my Discord said that the prices did increase, actually, the other day. I haven't noticed because I didn't look that closely, but I have to admit, other than the fact that the floodlights aren't too bright, they're pretty cool. Yeah, they were pretty cool, and you could do a whole bunch of triggering and stuff like that. I had one, and then I didn't put the grommet in, and it rained a lot, and I broke it. And that's the same thing that happened with, we used to have an AI 360 inside of the Catio, and then I was doing something with it. I took the grommet out. I didn't cover it properly, and it got completely soaked. Like, the whole port was just gone. I couldn't RMA it because it was on, I mean, I probably could have. It really was on me. I knew what I did wrong, and it was kind of my fault. But anyway. You're running 3 at your place, and I have plans to integrate with Home Assistant to make it if one is triggered, they all turn on. I wonder if you might be able to do that in Alarm Manager. I want to charge my Tesla with PoE +++++. Yeah. It is kind of interesting. I think I'm a little late to the game for that new switch. I know a lot of people have done it already. Who's done it? I think I'm probably... Actually, I want to watch this video. I haven't watched Tom's video on that yet. I think Crosstalk did one. Inside Wire, I think, just did one. Yeah, they just did one the other day. Who else? Tab Geeks. I don't know if he did one yet. Let's see. Yep. I'm way behind on this. Who else is there? There was somebody else. Bogdan, I think his name is. Oh, right here. Pretty sure he did one too. Did he? Yeah, he did. He did one as well. So I'm a little behind on it, but I'm going to end up getting a video on it. It is perfect for my office, though. I've been using it in my office for quite a while, and it works great. It's the perfect switch for up here for me to be able to plug in things, test different devices. The main thing, it has PoE++ across all the ports as well, and it's 2.5 gig. So if I'm doing any access testings with the access hubs, it's amazing. What would be your recommendations for an outdoor weatherproof PoE power supply to power a Air Max? Ooh, I'm not sure on that. Want to mount several without a box? That I don't know. I don't do a whole lot of point-to-point and point-to-multipoint. And if we do, we're putting everything in a box. The floodlight is still in stock. It's under the camera section. The floodlight, I don't know if I'm going to buy any, but I probably won't. Would probably be on add-ons, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, you know what? I'll just search. Sometimes easier just to search. There we go. Oh, it's sold out here. This is the United States store. Can I use Mobile Router Ultra for backup? You should be able to. Yeah, should be able to use that. It's just a cell signal, right? It's LTE, I think. Is it LTE or 5G? Or I think it's LTE. UniFi needs a Sonos port style player to go with the new amp, the 70 volt deployments they have. The tech just put a map on it. I don't know a whole lot about audio stuff, but I wouldn't mind getting into it. Floodlight has been out of stock for a while. It's like the PDU Pro. I need a PDU Pro for a job that's coming up, and I don't think we're going to be able to get it. And the Ubiquiti site in Canada looks different. Pro. I don't think we're going to be able to get it. Where the hell is it? UNAS in stock? Oh, no, it's network. Yep, out of stock. Crap. Probably have to get something else. Maybe a watt box. Your content is about the actual install of gear. That's where you shine. Anyone can open up a box. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I still want to do all the new videos for all the new products, but I do like doing the on-site jobs. I started filming this, but it was way... Oh, wait, it's not here. Shoot. I started filming this install, but it was way too cold outside, so Jay and I actually only got this one camera done out of like the 8. And that was with the EMVR. But it's going to be the same thing. Like, we're going to end up ripping that rack out in the basement and redoing it all inside of a UniFi rack, and that will all be filmed. We have a bunch of on-site jobs coming up. It's slowly getting there, like the 50 access store job. Then we have a house job where we're replacing all, I think they were all access cameras. We're switching it out all to UniFi cameras, UniFi Protect, and then we're putting a gate controller onto their actual gate. And we're putting an LPR camera as well. I have an LPR camera, but I'm like, what am I going to do with it right now? I'm not just going to mount it to my house because that's not actually real usage. Like, yeah, I would pick up that license plate, but I want to see it triggering gates and stuff like that. It was in stock at the beginning of the previous... Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I probably won't buy it. But I have a PDU Pro, and I'm not giving it to the customer because it's staying in my rack. I recently got a Cisco 1941 series router for a DMVPN for a project I'm working on. What else can Cisco routers be used for? Probably a lot. Cisco products. I haven't worked on Cisco gear in a long time though. That's all I used to work in data centers, but it's been like, I don't know, years. Hey Cody, sometimes Newegg has components that are out of stock. Yeah, I'm not even really looking for too much stock. Like, I'm not going to pay the scalper prices, I guess you could call it, to get stuff. If TDL Canada has it, maybe. Actually, that's a good call. Maybe I'll look at TDL Canada. PDU Pro. It's back ordered. And it's $357. Or Oh, it's actually cheaper. It's actually cheaper on their site by $3. Interesting. Oh gosh. You had to guess how many full network installs have you done? Upgrades? Hundreds? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I should probably keep a tally. I could start in 2025. A small PoE Pro AV switch would be the dream. Feels like it, yes, could be a disruptor. I don't know what they have on their small switch side. I'm going to go back to the US store. That would have the Pro audio. Do they list it here? I don't know if they list it, do they? I know layer 3, any of their enterprise stuff should have it, but I don't know if that even goes down towards like this, if this supports pro audio. I don't know if it oh, I guess it would show here. Super voice VLAN, blah 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 blah. It doesn't show there. What switch do I have right now? I have Pro Max. No, I have the HD. I would assume this does it. I hope it does. Not that I have audio stuff, but oh, okay. So the switch lines will actually tell you in the bottom of the layer 2 features if they do it. Interesting. So yeah, I don't think any of their smaller switches have it yet. Hey Cody, do you think the emergency mode on the UI door hub can be linked to the alarm on the superlink? I don't know, but that would be cool. Is there a way that you could test it? Well, I don't have any superlink sensors. Are you're talking about the superlink gateway? I don't have. They've only put out the superlink gateway, and that only ties into the old Bluetooth sensors, or not old Bluetooth, the Bluetooth sensors right now. There's nothing else there. Deploy Depot is a good spot. There, yeah, I haven't ever ordered from them, I don't think. Why you have to be so smart? I totally didn't think about using the alarm manager until you mentioned it. I now have all my floodlights come on when the cameras are triggered. Nice. Yeah. I probably should do a separate video on alarm manager. It's come a long way, and at the beginning when they first released it, it was okay, but it's gotten way better. Way better. Gary, yes, I saw your post on that. The Superlink Bluetooth is great. It's amazing. I need to hook mine back up. I probably will do that after live stream so that I can get my sensors back online. Because right now, the only access point I'm running in my house is a U7 wall. I probably should put in a couple others. Even though the floodlight issue is solved, I still have to keep Home Assistant for the camera display without needing a viewport. Yes. Yep. Unless you use like Apple TV or something like that, you could use it with. A 24-port UniFi Pro PoE is cheaper than an 8-port NetGate. Yeah, I could see that for sure. What do I think of the E7? So the E7, I haven't done a video on it. No one's done a video besides. Let's see if it'll pop up here. Jake from LTT or Short Circuit, I guess it was. I think I haven't watched it yet. What is this? So, oh, they show off the ECS as well. What the heck, man? Well, their channel's big enough that they could do it. So, we're going to have to wait to do ours. But the E7, I need to replace my cable in my roof, or I need to redo it. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I haven't. So I've had my E7 powered off, but I did have it sitting on my table, plugged into Switch, and it works really well. Works really well. But yeah, go check out his video on it. I haven't watched it yet, but I think they might have had the E7 campus. The NVIDIA Shield Pro works great for Protect viewing. Yeah, I actually have a NVIDIA, and I have been using it before. I like Jake. I mean, we talked once in a while together. I just wish I wish we could do videos like this. But anyway, it would have been really nice for smaller channels to push out first, and then because now it's good, this is going to drown us all out, and that's just the way it happens. But that's okay. Well, I'll actually do a real world build. In the co-working space, they actually wanted to put 8 of them up in there so that we had 6 gigahertz across the whole floor. We'd probably need like 8 or 10, but it's so much money. I'm like, you're not going to see that much performance boost because there's not a ton of people there. It's only like at max, you're only having like 100 clients on it. So far, I mean, it's just growing. It's a growing business. I need to see that. That's interesting because they only have the 24 port. I need to see which one I got sent. I think it might be the 24 as well, which is fine. Oh, it was just the E7 on the short circuit. Okay, somebody said campus, but I haven't watched it. Great at the consumer side, but when they dabble into the pro side, sometimes they could be cringe. Yeah. What was I watching of his? This was typically with the door access. I don't install hubs above the door. We always, like I said, we always put it into the network room. Besides the last job, because we were using the door mini hub, they just built out like a gaming thing. I think it was some like gaming facility in BC that they were doing, and they had like the big hubs just above the doors. And if I were to do that for a lot of doors, I would end up putting them in security boxes for sure. Realistically, you should conduit that back as well. Let me think of what else is coming up. What else is coming up? This week for videos, I'm gonna have to see. Well, this week for videos, it'll probably be this guy. It'll be the switch right here. I wanted to do a video on. Oh, what the heck was it? What did I want to do a video on? I couldn't get it working though. The Site Magic SD-WAN, but for, oh, what was it? For the spoke? I think it was hub and spoke. It was hub and spoke because there's something called enable subnet overlap with like source NAT. But for some reason, the source NAT would never work, so I kind of stopped the video, and I haven't put too much thought into it. But it would be really good for places that you actually have overlapping subnets. So I need to get that working, and I think it would make for a good video for people to use. We typically don't have overlapping subnets anyway because we plan it properly. But if you do, it's like the SNAT is, or the SNAT is really good for that. So I'm hoping I could get that fixed, and then I'll do a video. The problem with these cloud intrusion systems is you don't have options with central stations. Let me see. You only get to use the one manufacturer chooses, and if they aren't, well, we don't know what's going to happen with the superlink stuff. I have no idea, but I'm hoping that we could tie to whatever external monitoring company. AV home theater had me going nuts as someone that does AV, but there are new LAN centers and badminton Dante rollouts. Oh, okay, nice. Oh no! Oh, that's fine. This will. Could you provide? No. Shoot. Yeah, we got to get that done. That's the 50 door job. They finally just gave me the list of all the users, so I got to start putting that into UniFi Access, which will be fun. We still got we need to. I need to give them a 2-week warning period because then we're going to start rolling out. They're using a. Oh gosh, I forgot the system they're using right now, but it's like 10, 15, 20 years old. So we'll have to start out by the top corner of the building. Let me see if I could bring it up in Design Center. Is this it here? This is it. This is it. Oh, I guess I took all the access points out, or the readers. Oh, whatever. Let's see. Oh, I just called that YouTube because I did a video on it. Anyway, this is the building. There's 3 floors to it. This is the first floor. Here's the second floor. So what we're going to have to do, like, I forget whose business is what, but like say this is just one business right here in this section. We'll have to cut them over, and we'll have to do it in stages. And then this, we can't cut over all 50 readers in one day. It would be impossible. So it's going to be a bit of work. It's going to be fun though. If it's planned properly, and I'm sure there's going to be a ton of questions. So this is the second floor, first floor, and then we got the parking lot, which the parking lot here, I don't know what that is. I think they have a, just like one of those goosenecks that we're going to be putting a UniFi intercom on, and we're going to be putting in a gate controller, and we're going to be putting in the LPR camera somewhere, maybe here to point towards the license plates, and then it will unlock the gate if they're in the system. It's going to be cool. I'm excited to actually show this job in a video. Thing of getting a PTZ camera, you think they will ever release a G5 industrial? Hard to tell if PTZs is ever a popular choice. I love the G5 PTZ, just the normal one. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing an industrial though. I have no idea. I don't have a roadmap on that. The G5 PTZs are great though, but I think they only do what, 2 or 3 times optical zoom. So if you need more than that, and if you want 4K, you need to go with the G4 PTZ industrial, or the G4 PTZ industrial. But it's huge. Like, it's a massive camera. It's not small at all. Yeah, but this job's going to be fun. We're going to have a bunch of different rooms. So we're not running the cabling all back to one room because we can't. It's too far. So we see, go here. Right here in the mechanical room, that's actually their network room currently. We're going to have a couple hubs in this room to feed this side. I think we're going to have a hub in this room to feed this side, to feed all this stuff. And we'll have some in here. And the same goes for the basement. We'll have a hub in this electrical room. I think we have another room down here somewhere. And then in the parking, we're going to have a hub in here. There's only 4 doors downstairs, but that's where we're going to actually have a hub. House is in a mountain. I need the zoom. Yeah, so you'd have to go over with the G4 industrial right now. Oh, the PTZ is only 2 times. Gotcha. The industrial is great if you don't mind the weight of it and the size of it, because it is a very large camera. And you need to make sure you have that thing secured properly. I bought one immediately. I wonder if they actually buy these. I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. I'd say I want one, but I'm financially responsible. I'm going to have to watch this today. I'm going to have to watch it. Well, I think that is going to be it for this. They need to bring back the industrial switch. The industrial switch was nice. Yeah, it was a good switch. It was PoE++ across the board. I can't, watch it with all of us. I think I would probably get hit with a takedown notice pretty quickly. That would be funny though. No, I definitely would get hit with a takedown notice. But yes, I am going to get out of here for the day. We've been going for an hour and 37 minutes. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. That would be great. We only need 4 more likes to get to 100. I think we could do it. I don't know if LTT, who knows? Who knows? But anyway, everybody have a good rest of your weekend. If you're in Canada, have a good long weekend. Watch out for videos. There's a lot coming up in the next little while. So take care. See ya. What? Okay.